I'm Francis Sullivan. I'm the Chief Executive of the Church's Truth, Justice and Healing Council. The Council's been set up by the Archbishops and religious leaders to embrace all the work of the Royal Commission that's looking into the institutional responses to child sexual abuse. So far, the Royal Commission's had 16 public hearings, and the Catholic Church has been involved in half of those. Also, the Royal Commission has been hearing the personal stories of individuals. About 3,500 people have told their story to the Royal Commission in some way. That has involved 1,700 institutions across Australia. Nearly 1,000 of those institutions have been run by the churches. Nearly 700 of those institutions are run by the Catholic Church. That means that the Catholic Church has been the largest contributor to the stories the Royal Commission is hearing. It's really important for us not to mince words. The Catholic Church's history is horrible, it's shameful, it's very confronting, because the Catholic Church did not put the interests of victims first. It worried about its reputation. It worried about the reputation of priests and religious. It's always worried about its assets, rather than making sure that the Church's response to victims and survivors was a compassionate and pastoral response, one that the victims and survivors and their families would immediately recognise as a response of integrity coming from the Church. Now, for many of you, you may know people in your own family network or in your friend network who have been abused. Unfortunately, many of those people find it too hard to tell anybody about that abuse, and they live with the horror in private, in secret, and it damages them day by day. We know as a church that our response should firstly be to reach out and support others. Our own Pope asks us to be a church like that, to reach out, to make sure that people who are hurting know that there is support, there is love and kindness. It's always available, without condition, without constraints. You, as young people, as the future of the church that is led by its heart, not just its head, you have a chance together to think of ways in which that support can be real to your friends and to beyond your friends, to the communities in which you move and with the people that you are making a life. I know that this is a tough subject to talk about and think about. And I know that being involved in church groups and faith communities can be far more exciting than sitting around having to talk about the tragedy that is child sex abuse. But you are involved in the church, and you, like me, have a responsibility to take our church to a place of integrity. The leaders of our church, be they bishops or religious leaders, they're trying, but we all need to take the responsibility together to bring our church to a place where outsiders can see it as a place of integrity, based on love and care, based on a commitment to truth, based on a resolve for justice, making sure that people who have been abused by the church get their fair go, that their voice can be heard, that their needs are put first, and that their lives have a chance to be put back on track, that they are treated with dignity and respect, that they're listened to. And you have the opportunity in whatever setting you're in, any workplace or education setting, any parish, any meeting, to always remind others that the unfinished business for this church of ours is how we are going to, with integrity, demonstrate that the people we have abused are our number one priority.